Institute of Engineering and Technology.
Hello students, in this talk we are going to consider spherical coordinates, in particular for triple integration. In our previous talks we have seen how to go for polar coordinates in 2D and cylindrical coordinates in 3D. In this talk particularly we are focusing on spherical coordinates. We will see how to deal with the spherical coordinates in three-dimensional space, what do they mean actually graphically, and how to construct triple integration using this spherical coordinates. So we will divide our talk into two parts. Our first part would be to understand spherical coordinates in 3D. Our second part would be how to incorporate that thing in triple integration. So let us start our first part, which is triple integration for spherical coordinates. So as I told you, first of all I will elaborate that how actually we can deal with the spherical coordinates or what they are in notation. So if I consider a rectangular coordinates x, y, z, then the corresponding spherical coordinates are defined by rho, theta and phi. Now here in this case particularly x is defined by rho cos theta sin phi, y defined by rho sin theta sin phi, and z equal to rho cos phi. This is how we are defining spherical coordinates. And if I particularly consider the reverse transformation, then it will give me rho is equal to root of x square plus y square plus z square, theta is equal to tan inverse of y by x, and phi is equal to cos inverse of z by rho. Here rho is nothing but root of x square plus y square plus z square. Giving these two transformation in our mind, now let us consider that how actually a point is transformed in three-dimensional space. So if you look carefully, my first part would be considering value of rho. Value of rho is nothing but the distance of my point from origin, which is given by root of x square plus y square plus z square. Now if you look carefully, the second value is theta. Theta is its angle from positive x-axis, and phi is nothing but angle from positive z-axis. So this is how we are going to consider three-dimensional spherical coordinates. So let me note down these 3 points over here, that what do we mean by value of rho. Rho is nothing but the distance of P from origin. Phi is angle made by this vector with positive z-axis, and theta is the angle made by projection of P with positive x-axis, which is actually in xy plane. If you observe carefully over here, I am considering angle of that projection in xy plane by theta. The reason why I am writing over here value of theta is that is nothing but the polar coordinates. So I can consider small r and theta as polar coordinates also. Now to understand this thing, that how actually it will help you to draw the value of r theta and phi with small deviation in 3D, I am considering this graphic. Now in this picture you can see clearly that once I fix the point and if I change the value of r theta and phi, it will generate a small portion on the sphere. As in case of cylindrical coordinates, it was a portion of cylinder. Here it is portion of sphere. Now we need to understand this part very carefully, that how actually this order dx, dy, dz is generated. So what I will do, I will consider first of all value of rho and then value of t rho. So I am taking a small change which is a radial change, and then I am taking that radial change with angle d phi. Now that angle d phi is not actually starting from the zero value, it is starting somewhere in between, so I need to multiply it by sin phi. So I need to consider value of sin phi d phi. I need to consider value of sin phi d phi with value of d rho. So it will give you a cut which is actually a vertical cut. on the solid, and which is actually a spherical solid. And then you rotate that cut, which is with angle rho d theta. So the whole idea is same. The only part which is changing is now from the cylindrical coordinate is it is not exactly a vertical cut. First of all, it is not like dz into dr. It is actually d rho into sine phi d phi. So ultimately, in case of cylindrical coordinates, we have exactly a rectangular cut on the side part, and then we are rotating it. What will happen over here? The change is it is not actually a rectangle, it is a slanted rectangle. It will be on a sphere. So you will generate a wedge like this, and then you are rotating it. This is how we are finding a portion on sphere. So ultimately I can write down this order: rho square sine phi d rho d theta d phi. Now let us consider our second part, which is how to incorporate this thing into triple integration. So if my integration is with respect to x, y, z, and if I want to consider that in case of spherical coordinates, it will reduce my value into rho, theta and phi, where rho square sine phi d theta d phi and d rho. This is how I can change my integration from x, y, z to r theta phi. Now again, as we did in case of cylindrical coordinate, I need to consider geometric interpretation, but that will do with help of one example. Suppose I want to find a volume of a sphere which is bounded by x square plus y square plus z square equal to 25. Now if I ask you this question, that what would be a volume of sphere with radius pi, obviously your answer will be 4 by 3 pi r cube with r equal to 5. But now, in place of remembering that formula, now we are going to construct the method to find that volume using triple integration. So my first objective is to change the value of rho. Now here I am not considering any elevation of this rho. I am particularly taking that rho which is moving parallel to x axis. So I am taking first of all a radial transformation of point from origin to the outermost point. So it will give me a cut which is a radial cut. Now my second objective would be to consider all such cuts from angle 0 to 2 pi. So what it will give me? It will give me a great circle. So if I consider this great circle with my second coordinate transformation, and if I consider third part as considering all such great circles and then moving this plane, which is actually moving with angle 0 to pi. So these three transformations will give me the whole sphere, which is our objective. Our first transformation was from radial to r, which is over here equal to 5. Then I am rotating that radial cut with angle 0 to 2 pi, so it will give me a great circle, and then I am rotating that great circle with angle 0 to pi. So these are nothing but rho, phi and theta in our calculation. So keeping these three constructions in our mind, let us consider our integration. Triple integration over d rho square sine phi d rho d theta d phi. Now as I want to find the volume, I am taking my function's value equal to 1. So again the natural question, what are the limits of these three coordinates rho, theta and phi? So first of all I am focusing on my innermost variable, which is rho. So I am highlighting this rho variable with purple color, and as well as I am focusing on that first frame, which is a point moving from origin to the outermost point. So now it will be easy for us to consider value of rho. If I consider the origin, rho is nothing but distance from origin to the point. So if the point itself is origin, rho is 0. And at the outermost position, as we are lying on a sphere with radius pi, rho will be equal to 5. So values of rho are 0 to 5. So this is value of innermost integration. Now let us consider our second coordinate, which is nothing but theta. Now if you look carefully in this visual, I am considering value of theta to construct the great circle. So obviously it will be from 0 to 2 pi. So we can see clearly over here that value of theta is 2 pi. So this green line is moving on xy plane to cover this full great circle. And finally, if I focus on this last picture, which is rotating all such great circles with angle 0 to pi to cover the full object. So value of phi is from 0 to pi. So that means these three visuals will give you clear idea about limits of these three coordinates, rho, theta and phi. Now coming to the algebraic part, now I want to solve this integration. Now as innermost variable is with respect to rho, as innermost integration is with respect to rho, I am considering value of rho as rho cube by 3. I am taking 3 outside and replacing rho with 5. Now the second variable is theta. I am integrating it with respect to 0 and 2 pi. And finally my value is sine phi, and for that I have minus cos phi. So if I take input, it will give me the exact expected answer, which was 4 by 3 pi r cube with r equal to 5. So this gives you the general method to find volume of spherical structure. So I hope all of you understand this triple integration with help of spherical coordinates. In next talk we are going to discuss about our transformation from any random coordinate xy to any random coordinate ub. After considering xy to polar, xyz to cylindrical, xyz to spherical coordinates, now we are moving for the general transformation as we want to discuss Jacobian. Thank you.
LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology.